What's going on, guys? It's Sensei Adam, and today I want to share with you guys one of the best bosses you can possibly pick in the new mode boss fight. Now, you guys might have seen my last video where I discussed like the best overall players who are both good for offense and as being the boss. And on that video, guys, I did say that Mortis wasn't the best player for this game mode because like basically 5 times out of 6 you're gonna be on the offensive side. And when that happens, Mortis usually he drags down his team. Like he usually gets killed before he even gets a hit off on the boss. But on the flip side of that, he's just so overpowered as the boss. Like he's the kind of boss where like if you play well, you can get 8 minutes even when you're playing at high level trophies. And this clip I'm showing you guys right now was actually just the first time I ever played Mortis as the boss. And I got such a good time with it. I think it was like over 5 minutes. And on top of that, my Mortis isn't like at low trophies. He has like about almost 500. He's at 480. So these people are actually trying really hard to kill me. But look at how good he is. Like we're already at 1:10. I haven't even lost 20% of my health yet. So as you guys have been seeing throughout this entire clip, Mortis is the best. He's just absolutely the best at going up and down the field. He's even better than Crow, but Crow's just a better overall player, so that's why you always see everybody playing him. But Mortis, look at how much you can just juke and just go through the other side of the map, and you can just chase him to follow you. So then what I just like to do is whenever I see an opportunity to go to the other side and take as little damage as possible, I take it. So look, I'm just trying to lure them to come over here. They're being smart and staying on the other side of the river. So I'm just staying here. Like I'm trying to lure them to all come to this side. And it looks like most of them already showed up, so then I just start dashing towards the other side. Because once I pass this river, now they can't do too much damage. And now I just wasted 10 of their seconds. And I just come all the way back here. And then what I like to do when I am back in my spawn is wait for most of them to be in those bushes and find the side that's the best to try and escape. I believe here I don't escape, but because I see the opportunity to get that double kill and then I get this Crow, so then I just stay back here because now 3 of them are dead, so they're gonna have to come back here anyway. Now look at this, guys. We're only halfway down our health and we're already at 2 minutes and 35 seconds. So if we can keep this up, we can get at least 5 minutes. Like that's how crazy it is. Now I see that Crow jump down and that Colt, so I just see my opportunity and I start rushing down. Now one of the features that you might notice in this game mode is when you're the boss, your attack regens like a lot faster, and that's what boosts Mortis's performance. Like look at how much you can dash. Like once you get going, you get so many dashes really fast, so it's really easy to escape. Like look, I just used all of them and I got them back in like 3 seconds. It's just crazy. And then that Crow just goes right next to me to not let me escape. But I just don't fall for it because he probably wanted me to go to the other side where everybody was at. So yeah, I just killed him. And the thing about Mortis is everybody that people use in this game, they're really squishy. So you can always get them in 3 hits. And since you get your attacks back really quickly, you can kill them and escape at the same time. The first time I ever played this, it was like so funny. Look at, we almost got that triple kill, but then that Barley just uses his super. Yeah, we couldn't go for him. But look, it's so funny. I'm pretty sure everybody that I was playing against was so pissed. The strategy just so good. And if you know what you're doing and when to take escapes, like right here, everybody's to the right, so then I just go. Sometimes though, you'll find yourself stuck to the lake, which just sucks. Like when you use your dash, you're gonna dash to the lake. It's just the biggest way you're gonna find yourself taking a lot of damage if you get stuck on the walls. Now right here, I see that 3 of them went for me, and look at this. Look at how many of them I hit my super with. That's what I just like to do. Like when I see that chain, you use it because you get some health back. The one thing though that sucks is they made like everything that gives health back to you like a lot less. Like look how much you get for a skull. You get 300 health back instead of 1,200. And I think those bats, when you use them, you get like 250 or 300 back, which isn't too much. Now when I was playing this clip, we were so close to 5 minutes and I didn't have too much health, so I was like, come on, just run one more time. And here we just got hammered by that Colt super, so I knew we couldn't go and dash back one more time. So I was just trying to dodge as much as possible for that 5 minutes, and we barely didn't make it. 4 minutes and 58 seconds. And I think here we got like let's see how many coins we got. 32. So imagine that. Now guys, we got another game as the Mortis boss. This one was actually strange because we got it back to back, and I don't know how rare that is, because before this, like, I think I played like 40 games and it was only bossed twice. So yeah. And right from the get-go guys, we were extremely sneaky. We just hid right at the edge of the bushes and waited for all of them to show up and just dash back to their spawn. Now we already wasted 20 seconds without taking any damage. And I'm just waiting for my opportunity, and look, I saw 3 of them were out, so now I just dash back. Now you're always gonna take some damage when dashing back, especially when they have a damage dealer like a Colt. But then here, I made a mistake. Like look, I just started dashing back towards their spawn as fast as possible, even though they were all in that area, so I took a lot of damage really quickly. And from what I understand now is you want to stay in their spawn or in your base until you can lure 3 or more of them into that area. So when you run back to your base, you're only going to take damage from 2 of them. Like here, I thought at least 3 of them were in the right bush so we can go and escape without taking too much damage. And so far in this clip, it looks like we mostly recovered from that early blunder that we did. Look, I'm trying to lure more of them. So far there's only 2, so I'm just going ahead and killing them. And now I saw all of them just came towards the spawn. And here, you'll see one of the greatest rivals to Mortis in this game mode. And that is Jesse's turret. But it can also be a slight ally towards you. Because as you're going to see in this clip, a lot of the time they rely on the turret way too much. Because they think, if I know that the turret isn't there, I'm not going to go in that area. But the turret doesn't do too much damage, and if you move at the right pace, like, it's easy to dodge its bullets. That is, unless they put it in like a spot that you're always gonna go to, like the spawn right here or your spawn. That's horrible. But if they put it in any other spot, it's easily avoidable. And what you're usually gonna see throughout the match is that wherever the Jessie puts her turret, like, they tend to load up on the opposite side. Like, say Jessie puts her turret to the right. Like here, they load up almost everybody on the left side. But now Jessie just wasted her turret, and I was stupid here. Instead of just going towards their side, I killed all of them while that Jessie put her turret in our base. So now we can't go back into their spawn because they all just respawned. But at least we killed all of them, but not before taking a ton of damage. But in this match, we were doing amazing. Like, I think we were doing even better than my previous one. We still had 50,000 health at the 2.5-minute mark. But right here, I believe is where I made one of my fatal mistakes. Instead of leaving because there was 3 on this side, I stayed. So now I just wasted a lot of dashes and I can't get away without taking a lot of damage. So I just stay around and keep taking a ton of damage while that Terra uses her super. So right there, I think I just lost like 20,000 health in like 10 seconds, which is just crazy. But here, I do see my chance to escape because there's only 2 people, and then I do 2 fails. I get stuck on the wall twice. And then the Colt here is finally smart and he breaks these walls. So it makes it a lot tougher on me to survive. And I believe this is why, like, and I believe in this match, I didn't survive as long as the other one. Like, look, I'm spending way too much time trying to kill him rather than escaping. So at 3 minutes and 30 seconds, we are already at almost 10% health, which is just not good. Like, I think in the last match, at this stage, we still had about 35,000 or so. And here, they all load up on the right side. So I take my opportunity, and I finally escape without taking too much damage. But we have a problem. Look, the Jessie just left that turret in their spawn, so now I can't hide back here since there's no walls, and if I move, like, the turret's just gonna do everything to hit me. So I just try and run away to my spawn to try and survive as much as possible. Like, at this point, I think I'm gonna die in my spawn. Like, there's no way I can make one more dash to their base. But somehow, some way, I escape, I dodge all their bullets and get a little bit of extra health. And now with my minuscule health, I just try and dodge as much as possible. And it's kind of a miracle how much I dodge. Like, look at all these jukes. We're juking the turrets, we're juking all of their bullets, and we survived to 4 minutes and 34 seconds. Which is just crazy, guys. Imagine if you play everything right, you can possibly get that 8-minute max even with a brawler at 500 trophies, which is insane. And yes guys, we did get another clip with Mortis as the boss. This was actually really lucky because I think this was my last ticket before I had 0 left. But we just go right in with the same strategy. We see our opportunity, we get stuck in the lake, which is not ideal, but we make our escape and waste 20 seconds without taking any damage at all. And now we're just waiting in their spawn, waiting for them to make their move, to get 3 of them to come towards this side. But I believe in this clip I made a bunch of mistakes. I think it was like at 2:30 in the morning or so I wasn't like the boss event was about to end, so I was just using all of my tickets. And as you saw there, when there was 3 people on their sides, I just sticked around for way too long and took a ton of damage. So now we're not even at a minute, but we've already lost about 20% of our health. But these guys know what's up, because look, that barley, unlike the other ones, like they try and shoot where I'm going to instead of where I am right now. Like I think here I make the same mistakes I made last time. Like look, I saw that the spike came towards this side, so I should have just dashed for it. But instead, I kept staying in their base with this damage dealer Cole and Spike taking a bunch of my health. Yeah, I just made a bunch of mistakes there. Like I'm just trying to weave across these boxes even after I kill them, and there's only 2 people behind the river. Like that should be your cue to just dash as far away as possible and get back to your base as fast as possible. But yeah, unlike the other 2 clips where we still had 50,000 HP with like 2 minutes and 30 seconds, we're already at 50,000 with like only a minute and 40. And that barley, look, he was smart. Like he threw it ahead because he knew I was gonna run back here, so he took a lot of damage. And this Mortis for some reason just started spinning, even though he just started attacking me later. Maybe he knows who I am, I don't know. But I just ran away and I'm just failing at this point. Like look, there's 3 of them right there and we get stuck in the vortex. So now we're just getting destroyed with all this damage, and they know what's up. They're just all hiding behind the lake. But now I see that some of them left, so I see my opportunity and I escape. These guys here were smart. They all just stay behind the river. Like that's probably a good strategy against Mortis. You have 3 people stay behind the lake and 2 people go for the kill. And the same strategy could also be applied for when you face a crow. But instead of having 3 people staying behind, you probably just want 2. Because crow doesn't get his super as often, so you probably want more people pounding him while he's in your base. And then when he flies away, you at least have 2 people behind the lake to get him some damage as well. And that's what they're doing until that Terra just shows up. Now I see 4 people on this side, so we can make it without taking as much damage as before. And that Terra almost got that super on me. If she did, all 5 of them would have just hit me so hard, it would probably been game over by there. And we can't go back to that spike super, so we just go through all 4 of them and take a massive amount of damage. But in this point of the match, I was just like thinking, yeah, we can probably only make it back once before being absolutely obliterated by all this damage. So here, I see my opportunity, 4 of them back here, but I'm mistaken. Like, look at how much damage we take. We get stuck in the wall, and then, yeah, we just get destroyed. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the strategy video on how OP Mortis is as the boss. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.